Oh, there we go. Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today. Give me a sec. Chat always does this. Let me bring it up. Chat. There we go. All right. You guys ready for a somewhat spooky game? I say somewhat because mostly it has the yandere guys in it, and I was like, yeah, I definitely have to play this on stream and share it with others. But anyway, we're gonna be playing Big Bad Dogs. This game is still in development. I do believe there's only 2 shifts available. Because I have plans later on today, I'm only able to do shift 1. So I'm not sure how long that will be. I saw the playtime on the itch.io page. It's about 2 to 4 hours, depending on reading speed. If I'm streaming, that's even longer at like an extra hour or 2. But anyway, Big Bad Dogs is created by Sparrow on itch.io. As always, I have left links in my description if you guys want to check out the game yourself. If you do check it out yourself, don't forget to comment and rate and let the creator know how much you enjoyed it. So in this game, it looks like we work at a convenience store, and this weird, shy biker guy always comes in but doesn't really say a lot. And I guess we have to go with our day-to-day with work and that guy and then our coworker. And there is another girl. I haven't checked out her profile yet. I do know this game does have a lot of branching choices, so my playthrough might be different from yours. You might have some different decisions. Depending on what I do, I might miss a scene, I might get an extra scene, what have you. So anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I've been really looking forward to this one, honestly. I think there's a portion in the description just like all dogs love you very much. Some love you too much. I'm like, hell yeah, bring on all the love. So yeah, as I said, there is shift 1 to 2. Obviously, content warnings because these are yandere guys, so be careful with that. All right. Right, this game also takes place in 2009, so don't forget about that. All right, so Lane's behavior reflects a specific era, 2009, when casual sexism, emotional deflection, and toxic bravado were often left unchallenged. Interesting. He says inappropriate things, not because the game agrees with them, but because his character is meant to be challenged, questioned, and in some cases, understood. Players are encouraged to form their own judgment. 2009? I was like 13? Maybe? Around that age. I was like early teens. So I definitely don't remember stuff like that. So shift 1. You wonder, when the world started losing its color. Maybe it's always been that way. Or maybe it happened when you started working this job. Stacking energy drink cans at 2 a.m. isn't exactly what I pictured when I left home to be an independent adult. But here I am. I work the night shift at a 24-hour convenience store. Not because I have a burning passion for overpriced canned goods, or because I enjoy listening to the hum of fluorescent lights for 8 hours straight. Hell no. It's just practical. Fewer people, less noise, no pushy moms yelling at their kids, no manager breathing down my neck every 2 seconds. It's just me, the store, and the occasional weirdo wandering in for a frozen pizza and a 6-pack. Sure, the night brings its fair share of creeps, but I've never had any real trouble. I just need whatever extra I can scrap together to survive. The moment I moved out, reality hit like a brick to the face. Bills don't care if you're exhausted. Did I make the right choice? I don't know. But it's my life, not the one they wanted me to have. I shift a few more energy drink cans into place, making sure the label is all face forward. Oh, I hate doing that at work. The floor is always cold here, even when the heater's on. My fingers brush against the cheap plastic of my name tag, and I glance down at it. It's my pleasure to serve you. Oh, it's a cute little dog drawing with 4 legs? Oh, what's it called? Mad Dog? That's cute. It's like an M and it's shaped like a dog. My name is printed there. Lottie, there we go. Yeah, that's me, Lottie. and that logo is still ugly as ever. I sigh and straighten up, stretching my arms before heading toward the registers. The store is dead at this hour, and I'm stuck waiting for the next unfortunate soul who needs instant ramen at this ungodly hour. I slide onto the stool behind the counter, tapping my fingers against the scanner before Lane accuses me of doing nothing. As a joke, of course. He's not really in the best position to tell me anything. I smile as I pick up the little yellow post-it stuck to the register. Ronnie Joes, the manager, messy handwriting glares back at me. Ooh, to-do lists. Restock the shelves. Lane, I swear if I see them empty again. Clean the washrooms. God, no. Check the security cameras every hour. We've had complaints. Count the register before closing. No mistakes. Okay, seems easy enough. I'm not going to complain. These are easy tasks. This should keep me busy for a while. I turn the piece of paper in my hand. Marriage is just legalized suffering, kids. Stay single. Ronnie Joe. Is he married and his marriage isn't the best? Is he one of those guys who makes those horrible jokes like marriage is like a ball and chain, something like that? I stifle a laugh at the sight of these hideous drawings. Ronnie Joe is still trying to design a new logo for the store. But more important, no box is checked yet. I glance towards the stockroom. Where the hell is he? He says something earlier about doing inventory in there, which basically means scrolling on his phone until someone yells at him. Yeah, there's no way he's cleaning the washrooms. And to top it all off, I notice the shelves are still half empty. Okay, so, what was his name? Lane? He does not seem like a great worker. Even in my job, if I'm on my phone, I make sure to do all my tasks first, or at least some of them before I take a quick break. But it seems like guys just pushing everything off onto me, possibly, or waiting to the last minute, which I hate when they do that. I swear, this guy's allergic to actual work. Hey, Lane, I call, putting the post-it back on the counter to make sure he'd have his eye on it when he came. Are you planning on helping tonight, or... I hear a light laugh behind the door. I'm providing moral support. Yeah, thanks, buddy. I sighed as I begin to count the register to make the task less arduous later. Lottie, I suddenly hear through the walls. Do you talk to my sister lately? I pause, raising a brow. Why? His answer doesn't come immediately, as if he's thinking about it. Just like that, she's just been in a weird mood. She saw you the other day, but she didn't say hi. My fingers drum against the counter. Okay, so we know his sister, I guess kinda well. Pretty sure I would have noticed. Maybe her mind is playing tricks on her. Or maybe you're ignoring her. Okay, it's a big accusation. The soft whoosh of the automatic doors sliding open breaks our exchange. Make yourself useful and clean the toilets. I hear him gasp in exasperation. For where I am, I can't see the customer who had just entered. Besides, there's no point making eye contact too soon. People get weird when they think you're too eager. I speak from experience. I straighten up a little, noting in my head the accounts in the register. I finally hear footsteps, and then a man. Late 20s, maybe early 30s, worn out hoodie, jeans, nothing special. Okay, Lottie, great. Scan, take the money, and give the receipt. Good evening. I nod. Evening. He sets his basket on the counter. Nothing weird, just an absurd amount of the cheapest canned food we sell. I don't judge. I'm not exactly rolling in cash either. I start skating in silence, already thinking about how my bed's gonna feel after this shift. You always work this late? Oh, I don't like that. So that was his face, so a little smile popped up. It looks kind of creepy. I pause. It's not an unusual question. Some customers are just trying to make small talk. I give my standard response. Yeah? Okay. It has to be said that I don't really make effort to be sociable. I reach for the next item. Doesn't seem safe. I glance up. He's watching me as I force a polite smile. I don't trust that smile on his face. Well, someone's got to do it. Just a conversation, you know? He leans his elbows on the counter, way too close. A girl like you shouldn't be working alone at night, not with everything that's been happening. What do you mean? He raises his brows, like he thinks I'm stupid. The disappearances. You haven't heard? Disappearances. A weird chill creeps up my spine. Ooh, hold on. I wanna... What? What's exactly been happening? What disappearances? His eyes light up, like he's thrilled I asked. People going missing, he says, his voice low and conspiratorial. All of them night workers, men, women, some of them from places just like this, convenience stores, diners, gas stations. Oh, that's wonderful. If he's telling the truth, I guess there's a murderer out here, killing people, well, kidnapping, then killing people, or holding them hostage somewhere. That is wonderful to know, me working the night shift at a convenience store. I feel a cold prickle at the back of my neck. And no one's found them. Some corpses, he grins. Others just gone. But don't worry, sweetheart. I wouldn't let anything happen to you. Ew. I reluctantly reject the urge to throw the soup cans in his face. I mean it. If you're scared, you should call someone. Or better yet, Bro, was this a whole ploy just to get my number? Just to make me feel scared and need some big, strong man to protect me? Get the hell out of here. My hands freeze on the last can. I don't think... He cuts me off with a smile. Come on, don't be shy. You'll feel safer knowing you got someone looking out for you. Not a stranger. I'm not really... You got a boyfriend? He asked, his tone flipping drastically. Someone looking after you? There it is. The moment when you realize the guy making small talk was never just making small talk. I don't answer. No, huh? Thought so. What does that mean? Do I look lonely and single? I nervously bag his items. I don't really give up my number to customers. Ugh. I'm not just some customer, though. I'm the guy who's going to keep you safe. You need someone like me, sweetheart. You really do. He's still smiling, but there's something off in his eyes, like he's waiting for me to say yes, and he won't take no for an answer. Give me your number, he repeats, and this time, there's no charm in his voice. So if he takes my number, if I give him my number and I just ignore him, how do you guys think he would react? Would it be great, like, understand, like, oh, okay, maybe she's not interested, even though I expressively talked about how I don't want to give this to him? Or is he just gonna go off the handles? Because he already knows where I work, so I'm not safe at that regard. Nah, if I refuse, I'm gonna refuse this man. Bro. I shake my head politely. No, I actually have a boyfriend. The second the word no leaves my mouth, his face changes, Please don't jump over the counter, sir. I am just a girl. I expect him to laugh it off, play it cool. But he doesn't. What? Really? After I've been nothing but nice to you. I nod awkwardly, pretending to wait for the receipt, which is ridiculous. He didn't pay yet. Yes? He scoffs, rolls his tongue over his teeth. You think you're too good to give me your number. You think you can brush me off like I'm nothing. Guys like me, we're the ones who protect girls like you, he growls, his voice shaking with barely contained rage. What do you mean, guys like me? You're a jerk. You don't take no for an answer. I swallow hard, forcing my voice to steady. Sir, you need to leave. My stomach twists as I say it. Because I don't know if he will. And I don't know what'll happen if he doesn't. He keeps staring at me and slams his hand on the counter. Where the hell is Lane? Where I need him? Is he actually doing work? I need him to slack off for once. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't expect that. That was actually a kind of a jump scare, dear god. So what the fuck is your problem? Oh dear god, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me breathe properly. I flinch. I tell myself it's fine. Please, Lane, hear that. It's always fine. But for the first time here, I think about how small I am. About how fast he could move. About how no one would hear me if I screamed. And I hate that I even had to think about it. Please save me? Hey, do you even listen? Is he gonna do that every single time he talks? I freeze instantly, instinctively taking a step back behind the counter. But before I could walk away, his hand shoots out and grabs my wrist. Oh, hell no! Let go of me. Don't, he warns. I'll teach you some manners. Am I getting kidnapped? I'm suffocating. Was I supposed to give him my number? There's no shot. I don't know what to do. Maybe if I scream, it'll be worse. Someone save me? But I need to alert Lane. I need to... Suddenly, his smile fades, and he freezes. My eyes hold back tears, but I can still see it. Someone else has grabbed his wrist. A large tattooed hand around his own, squeezing so hard it could almost crush it. The guy lets go of me instantly. I stumble back, my heart slamming against my ribs, and I don't stop until my back hits the shelf behind me. My wrist aches where he grabbed it, and I rub it without thinking, eyes locked on what's happening in front of me. There's our guy! Oh, thank God. He's our savior. Thank you. A biker. He's tall, easily 2 meters. Wearing black from head to toe, jogging pants, heavy black motorcycle boots, a compression shirt that cleans the muscle in a way that feels just a little indecent. And his black helmet covers his face completely, the dark visor showing no hint of what's underneath. The weirdo tries to laugh it off, but his voice cracks. Hey man, no need for that, alright? His eyes flick to me, then back to the biker. I didn't know she was your... girl? Neither of us reacts. And I don't correct him either. The guy lets out a frustrated scoff. Finally, he digs into his pockets and pulls out some coins. He throws them onto the counter, some rolling off the edge and onto the floor. There, keep the damn change. Thank you, I guess. His voice is bitter, but I can tell he feels humiliated. Eventually, he mutters something under his breath and storms toward the exit. I should have thrown a soup can at his head. And now, With the store quiet again, it's just the two of us. The biker stands there, just like me. Even without seeing his face, I can feel the intensity of his stare. His hand flexes, then drops to his side. Like maybe he's suddenly aware of what he just did. The air is still thick and ugly, buzzing with everything he said. Everything he almost did. I stay frozen behind the counter. I should move, call Lane, but I don't, because I can't. So I start picking up the coins scattered on the counter, pretending everything is okay. I raise my head in reflex, and my eyes land on him. His voice is deep, but soft, muffled by the helmet. He said just one word, but it was enough to take just a little of the pressure off my shoulders. Are you okay? Oh. The question catches me off guard more than anything else tonight. Because the terrifying biker who just manhandled someone without saying a word sounds like he's worried he overstepped. Yes. He's relieved. But the moment our eyes meet behind his visor, he jumps. Oh, he's kind of a cutie, okay. So he's a bit of the shy type, but still strong. I'm glad he came in and helped me though. And looks away in the second. His tattooed hand pretends to clumsily adjust his helmet, even though there's nothing to adjust. For a second, I think he might leave too. But he stops, clears his throat before continuing. I'll get you water. Oh, that's sweet, but you don't have to do that. I can probably get like a drink from the break room, right? I nod. It's automatic. I don't even know if I heard him. The biker hesitates, like he wants to add something else, but he doesn't. He just nods back, then turns and walks towards the vending machine. The sound of his footsteps fades, and the silence rushes in. Okay. Very, kind of a scary situation at first with that random customer. I don't know if he's like a repeat customer or what. He just saw me for the first time and thought, yeah, I'm gonna shoot my shot and be a total weirdo and basically assault this woman, and she'll definitely give me her number. Yeah, I didn't like that guy one bit. Hopefully he never shows up. I'm a bit scared considering I did refuse, but we have our biker guy here, so hopefully he doesn't attack me now that he thinks the biker guy is my boyfriend. Because he's definitely intimidated by this man. Too loud. Too tight. Oh. Too much. Panic attack? Anxiety attack? My chest aches. My lungs won't work right. I feel it coming before it happens. That slow crush of something I can't fight. I grip the counter harder. I try to breathe. Ooh, this is very disorienting, but I can't. Ooh, okay. There's a lot of breeze, but there's something that says remember. That one stands out. Ooh, remember? Red. Technically I guess I'm not supposed to, but oh well. There's red. No. No. Okay, so I wonder how that affected my choice. So let's breathe. I close my eyes. Inhale. The air sticks halfway down my throat, and my chest tightens even more. My hands stay locked around the edge of the counter, fingertips numb. Okay, let's breathe again. The air sticks in my throat. My hand clutches at my arms, and my nails are biting my skin. Maybe the pressure will keep me grounded. But the ground itself feels unsteady. Alright, let's breathe again. My fingers curl against my palms. I count my breaths. 1, 2, 3. But the cold sweat on my skin makes everything feel wrong. We good? Okay. I think we're getting a bit better. My vision slowly stabilizes. My hands are still shaking, but the weight in my chest eases just a little. Enough for me to breathe without feeling like I'm going to pass out. God. I push a trembling hand through my hair. Hopefully your biker boy didn't see us. Of course, it had to be some drunk fuck that set me off. It's been a while since I've had one of those. I roll my shoulders back, shaking out the leftover tension, and finish picking up this damn coins before glancing around. No Lane on the horizon. Did Lane not hear this man slam the counter so many times? But Biker Boy is still around. He's standing like a statue in front of the vending machines, his hands shoved deep into the pockets of his black joggers. What the hell is he doing? My legs still feel a little unsteady when I push myself off the counter, but at least I'm moving. I need to move. Sitting in one spot, replaying what had just happened, is only going to drag me right back into that spiral. So I head toward the vending machine, toward him. And the closer I get, the weirder it looks. He's just standing there, menacingly, doing absolutely nothing. I slow my steps, curiosity piking despite everything else tonight has thrown at me. The machine hums softly. The little display flashes a thank you message, but there's no bottle of water in the slot. No coins clinking back into the return tray. I exhale through my nose. Oh my god, did the machine eat his coins? Is he just standing here because the machine ate his money? Oh no! Do we have keys to that? I think with vending machines, it's like an external company that has the keys to get the money and restock it, right? I stop a few feet away, watching him like a damn stalker. I should just go back to the counter. I don't know this guy. And after what happened, I really should be keeping my distance from strange men. I glance at him again. He's not looking at me. Just shifts his weight from one foot to the other. Doesn't move his hands either. Doesn't reach for the buttons. Like he's trying to make himself smaller, despite being the biggest guy I've ever seen. Okay, I really shouldn't find this funny. I shouldn't. But a clumsy biker is exactly the ridiculous distraction I need tonight. And I don't know why, but something about that makes it harder to walk away. Okay. Let's be a bit playful. I cross my arms, approaching him directly. 1 point for you against that guy, but 0 against the vending machine, it looks like. He twitches slightly, like I just caught him doing something embarrassing. It's fine, the machine has eaten my money before too. It ate my money. I bite back a smile. Tragic. He shifts, like he doesn't know whether to leave or defend himself. You could kick it slightly, I kindly suggest. Okay, just quick pause. I just need to look at this man's waist compared to how wide his shoulders are, because holy shit, man, I love that. That wouldn't be fair. I blink. Fair to what? The machine? What? It's just doing what it was made to do. Jeez. This guy is way too soft for someone who looks like that. I can't help it. I grin. You're just going to stand here all night? He doesn't answer right away, just pats his tattooed hands nervously in his pockets, like he has no idea what to do now. I didn't want to go back without it. I frowned slightly, processing his words. You earlier just thought you might. I tilted my head, waiting for the end of his sentence while watching his fingers moving again. I hear a soft metallic clicking. Coins. I nod toward his hands. You have more change. Maybe it'll work if you try again. There's another hesitation, but his hand moves, and instead of coins, I see keys. What I'm guessing are the keys to his motorcycle. Bare and personal, just a metal on a ring. In short, a man's key. I sigh. No coins? I cross my arms. I owe you a refund then. His helmet turns slightly toward me. It's fine. It's not fine. That machine is basically a thief, and I work here. So technically, I'm its accomplice. He clearly doesn't know how to argue with that. I tap my fingers against my arm, looking at his huge, intimidating guy, looking lost over a couple of missing coins. You could pick something from the store that costs the same as the bottle and ring it up as a return. I don't need anything. I raise an eyebrow. It wasn't for me. I glanced at the vending machine, then at him, and suddenly, I feel kind of stupid for not realizing it sooner. That bottle. He bought it for me. I barely even noticed at the time. I was too busy trying to breathe, but now. Oh. It's all I managed to say, because suddenly, my chest feels a little too tight. He keeps his head down, still looking awkwardly at the machine to avoid my gaze. He was just trying to help. And now, he's standing here, waiting for a machine that's not going to give him his money back, because he didn't want to return empty-handed. Jeez. Come on, I say, heading for aisle number 3. Let's see what we've got. He nods shyly and follows me. I crouch toward the shelves, trying to find something that costs exactly 50 cents for his refund. 50 cents? Oh, right, this is back in 2009. I guess vending machines are cheaper. Where I'm at, the vending machine costs like $1.75, I think, $1.50, around that range. Ugh, nothing's exactly 50 cents. I keep searching while he stands behind me, his 2 meters towering over me like a wall. Ooh, Hubba Bubba? Bro, I haven't had that in forever. Or that's chocolate. Oh, chocolate bar says it in. Strawberry gum, spicy ramen. Might as well get me dinner for tonight, right? I lean over to look behind him. What about spicy ramen? It's the exact same price. Spicy's fine. I smile as I take a packet, relieved to have found a solution. Yeah? You like it hot? Oh, that was such a stupid joke, but I love it. Sorry, I hope you enjoyed it though. Sometimes. Cool. It comes with an extra sauce packet. He clears his throat nervously before picking up the ramen, his helmet seemingly looking the other way. Why though? That's great. A tiny, amused smile pulls at my lips. He finally moves towards the counter, and as he walks away, I realize something. I just successfully convinced a full-grown man to accept a 50-cent refund like it was some life-altering decision. This guy is something else. I grab a receipt from under the counter and scribble down the fake return, tearing off with a small flourish before sliding it toward him. Otherwise, Ronnie Joe would think someone stole from the store. And I don't need more work. There. Proof that you officially got your refund. He hesitates before reaching for it, taking the slip between his fingers like it's something way more important than a dumb piece of paper. Thanks. I wave a friendly hand. You're welcome, Mr. Biker Boy. He nods shyly, his own little version of a goodbye. Mademoiselle. The word lingers in the air between us, heavier than it should be. And then, just like that, he turns and leaves. The automatic door is making this tall black silhouette disappear. I shake my head. But before I can even process whatever that was, well, oh, look who's here! Man who was not working, who was shirking all his responsibilities in the back on his phone, and who was supposed to be cleaning the bathrooms, which I'm not even sure he did, but now he's here. Hey, were you watching that interaction? I dote slightly, slapping my gaze toward the voice. Lane is leaning against the counter, watching me with an insufferable smirk. Oh, I don't... yeah, I'm gonna be so annoyed by this character. I can already tell. That damn smirk is pissing me off already. Didn't know you had a thing for masked men. I groan, clearly embarrassed that he's witnessed this conversation. Lane. No, it's fine. I get it. I shift uncomfortably under his gaze. I just helped him, I mumbled, feeling stupid for even trying to explain myself. It was just a weird moment. Lane tilts his head, pretending to consider this. Right. Just a weird moment with a big, tall, mysterious biker. He doesn't say a word because your panties all twisted up. Hello? Excuse you? Is this how you talk to your coworker? I was just helping out the guy and he helped me. He clicks his tongue. Don't tell me Lane has tried to ask me out or flirt with me on occasions. That's why he's butthurt? Can't blame you though. The quiet ones do make you wonder, don't they? I groan, embarrassed, half irritated. You're disgusting. He laughs, clearly enjoying this way too much. Just saying. Maybe next time, ask him to take the helmet off. Could be ugly as shit under there, or worse. He leans in slightly, his voice dropping to a mock whisper. Kono Kamet, hello, welcome, thank you for stopping by. Bro, you're just insulting this man for no reason. He helped me out. Jesus Christ, Lane. I shove past him, ignoring his chuckle. Before he can push it further, his phone buzzes. I hope it's his sister ready to chew him out. He pulls it out, glances at the screen, and his smirk fades into something more annoyed. Whatever. Gotta deal with something. He shoves the phone back in his pocket, already halfway turned away. Don't go creeping yourself over him in the meantime, okay? Yeah, I can definitely understand the warning about Lane. He's a bitch. I hate this man so much. I roll my eyes so hard it almost hurts. Go away. He throws up a lazy salute and finally disappears, leaving me with nothing but my own exasperation. I end up doing all the tasks to myself, while Lane, well, he mostly sat in the stockroom, fiddling with his phone. Typical. I can't remember the last time he did anything useful. Alright, 6:30 a.m. Are we going home this late? Technically early? That's when I wake up to feed my cats. I step out of Mad Dog Convenience, letting the door shut behind me with a hollow thud. My shift is over. Finally. Is this an 8-ish hour shift? So what, we got here like around 10 at night? Up till, what was it, 6:49? It's almost, oh, that'll be like 9 hours. I didn't say bye to Lane. I just left. After what happened, yeah, no. So I grabbed my bag, clocked out, and walked out. Faster than usual. I just want to be home. 1 month on the night shift, and I'm used to it now. The quiet, the empty streets, the calm that used to send chills up my spine. It doesn't anymore. The first weeks, I hurried home, feeling like something was always behind me. But fear faded. I learned that the streets at 6 a.m. are just streets. Still, just because I'm used to it doesn't mean I'm careless. I pull up my phone as I walk, not to text anyone, but just to look busy. This old-ass iPhone background though, the whole old UI, people are less likely to bother you if you look preoccupied. It's stupid, but most of the time it works. I glance at my screen, scrolling absently. Right, it's supposed to be in 2009. I keep on forgetting. This is 2009, so yeah, we don't have all the upgraded UIs for iPhones. The screen glow makes me feel less alone, even if I'm not actually reading anything. I keep scrolling aimlessly, not really taking in the words. Just something to keep my hands busy and my mind occupied. The night is quiet. The streets are mostly empty, aside from the occasional distant cars. A few minutes later, is that the water bottle that he tried to give us? My steps slow as I reach my building, already fishing for my keys. Yeah, okay, I was like, I see that, right? I stop. Right there, sitting on the front step. A bottle of water. I blink. It's new, sealed. The plastic cool, condensation beating along the sides like it's been taken from a fridge. My first thought is that someone dropped it, but it's placed too neatly, right in the center of the step, like it was left there on purpose. I glance around. The street is empty. No movement in the windows above me. No sound except the distant hum of traffic. I swallow. It's just a bottle of water, but still, it feels weird. My neighbors? Maybe. Someone from the building could have left it behind, but why? And why right here? My mind flickers back to earlier. The vending machine. Biker boy. No. That's dumb. It could be from anyone. But my fingers tighten around my phone anyway. Do we take it? It's suspicious. I'll take it. If I drink it, if I do drink this bottle in the safety of my home, I should be fine. And we have noticed it's sealed at least. It should be fine, right? Also, y'all, if you guys see water bottles or any drink just sitting outside your like apartment or house, don't drink that just in case, even though it looks sealed. Just toss that in the trash. Don't be like me. I hesitate, then sigh. It's just water. No point overthinking. I crouch down, my fingers brushing against the cool plastic as I pick it up. Everything is perfectly normal, except for the fact that it's just here. I turn it over in my hands, scanning the label like it'll somehow give me an answer. But there's nothing. No note, no clue. So I just tuck the bottle into my bag. It's probably from a neighbor. Maybe someone left it here for themselves and forgot about it. That makes sense. Without knowing why, I glance over my shoulder before stepping inside. How likely is it that it's Biker Boy? He would have to know where we live at first, and it's the first time we've noticed him in the store. So in order for him to figure out where we live to put that drink down, he would have had to stalk us before officially meeting us inside the store. I don't know if that's a coincidence or if he actually did it. I finally make it home after a few minutes. But if it's a coincidence, who put the water bottle in front of our step like that? As I slip the key into my door, I noticed a sliver of light glowing under the door next to mine. Amelia's place. Of course, she's already up. Or maybe still up. Hard to know with her. She's probably getting ready for work. Meanwhile, I'm coming back from it. We really are living opposite lives, don't we? Or maybe not. I push open my door, and the familiar scent of strawberry candle welcomes me. I flick the light open. The room's exactly as depressing as I left it. It's small. One bedroom, a living room, a bathroom, and a tiny kitchen. Oh, sorry, I know, I'm like, that character just looks familiar. It's freaking Yuki from Mirai Nikki. Oh my god. I was 100% obsessed with this anime. It's what really, really got me into yandere characters. Like, you know, dear god, I loved her so much. I toss my bag on the couch and kick off my shoes. My stomach growls loudly. Right, food first. I head to the kitchen. The cabinet creaks as I open it, and I start rummaging through the half-empty shelves until my fingers close around a familiar crinkly packet. Ramen. The exact same kind Biker Boy took earlier. I pause for a second, staring down at the red packaging. We both like spicy ramen. I can't help but think about him while I fill the kettle and set it on the stoves. The helmet was one thing. It's not unusual. Bikers keep them on all the time. But it wasn't just that. It was the way his fingers twitched like he didn't know what to do with them. The fact that he didn't talk much, and when he did, it was always short. Like every word scraping against something raw. I wonder why. And why just one pack of ramen? If he was making a late-night grocery run, why bother for something so small? I let my thoughts wander for a moment as I finish cooking. And the first bite of noodles brings me right back to earlier. I'm grateful Biker Boy defended me. That customer was getting way too aggressive. And I don't know what would have happened if he hadn't shown up when he did. But still, he gave us some serious awkward vibes. He barely spoke, and when he did, his voice was kind of shy. Like he wasn't used to talking to people at all. He looks like he walked right out of a biker gang, but I swear, he had the energy of a teenager who never talked to a girl before. I let out a small huff of laughter, twirling my chopsticks in the noodles. Cute. God, what am I even thinking? Maybe I'm just starved for any kind of positive interaction. Especially after the last few days. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him again. Just to see if that awkwardness was a one-time thing, or if he's always like that. Shit. I was too focused on myself that I didn't even thank him. And now I'm not sure I'll see him again. Lottie, you idiot. The sun's rays are always streaming through the blinds. I scrape the last few noodles from the bottom of the bowl and slurp them down. Then, I dump my bowl in the sink with a clatter, deciding the dishes can wait until tomorrow. A pile is already waiting for me. It's a sad little mountain of neglect. Ugh. Dishes? I sometimes leave mine piling up honestly too. I may do them if I feel like it. No worries. Future me will handle it. I wipe my hands on a towel and glance around the apartment. The living room is only a few steps away. My sofa looks comfortable, but my eyes keep drifting to my bedroom door. I stand there, wedged between the pull of the sofa and the soft cushions of my bed. My body is heavy with exhaustion, but my mind is still reeling, still entangled in the strange events of the night. Ooh. If we watch TV, it's early in the morning, so like the morning news is starting now. Maybe we can get something about the disappearances and murders. The couch creaks as I flop down, remote in hand. My body screaming for sleep, but my brain still wired from the shift. I just need something mindless to wind down. Something to drown out the leftover stress and the weird vibe that still hasn't left me. I scroll through the channels until I come across the morning news channel. Hell yeah, look at that. Ooh, like I said. Authorities are investigating a body discovered near a wooded area. Oh, they're still talking. It's actually words. Hold on. Just behind the Mad Dog convenience store, where local night workers have been shaken. I'm sorry? Behind the what? Behind her job? I pause, my fingers tightening around the remote. Did Lane find the body after I left? Wait, when was the body found? It's 7:02 a.m. We left like around 6 like 49 or something like that. A bit late into 6. So they had to find that body just recently, like as soon as we left. So that body was behind the store this whole time, and we just did not see it. The victim has not yet been identified, but authorities confirmed the body was found just hours ago, with signs of brutal trauma, including deep lacerations and wounds. Wait, hours ago? So that body was dumped while we were working. While the police continued their investigation, no leads have been released at this time. How likely is it was the guy who was harassing us for our number? I need to know a timeline of what time he came in and then what time we left. That body was found behind our place. It said it was there for at least hours. So it was there during our shift, but I want to know how close it was, like up against the building, or like, is there like a street or like a forest behind the building, and that's where the body was found. I stare at the screen, my mind racing. What the fuck? My convenience store. What if it was one of my regulars? Someone I've seen recently? I glance uneasily toward the window, unable to shake the feeling that something about this isn't right. There's no photo of the victim, no name, just a vague description. But something in me can't let go of the thought that I may know this person. Is it the guy? It can't be Lane, right? That's our coworker. I feel like they'd use him even more in the story. So I'm like 95% sure it was the guy who was harassing us. The screen cuts to the crime scene. I'm glad they blurred it. The image is blurry, pixelating what I assume are the worst parts, but that's not enough. I see the shape of an arm bent the wrong way, the red marks cruelly hidden behind the pixels. I swallow hard, my stomach twisting violently. Damn it, all that blood? The creep at the store was right. And night shift workers like me are probably his favorite targets. I don't have much money to spare. If it wasted on a bus ride and it turns out to be nothing, I'll be even worse off. I can't afford to just throw it away. I bite my lip, my eyes focus on the floor. I guess I'll just wait until tomorrow. There's no point in stressing over it right now. I'll figure it out then. Yeah, let's try and like calm ourselves down a bit, maybe take a nap, and then go back to this whole dead body found behind our workplace. The 5th body found this month. Police have yet to confirm whether these murders are connected to the growing number of missing persons cases, but sources suggest. I force myself to look back at the TV, but the scene's already shifted. The news anchor's back, smiling like she didn't just talk about atrocities. Coming up next, local business owners fight back against rising rent. Eventually, I can't take it anymore. I sigh deeply, trying to push the images away as I reach for the remote and turn off the TV. I start peeling off my work clothes and toss them into the chair, not bothering to fold them. The second I hit the mattress, my body feels like it's sinking. My limbs are heavy. My eyelids are heavier. I don't even think I pull the covers over me. I try to fall asleep, but my brain refuses to shut off. The events of the night replay in my head. The creepy customer, the awkward encounter with Biker Boy, the way he called me, Mademoiselle. He even says that in this country. I roll over, burying my face in the pillow. Maybe it was supposed to be charming. Maybe he thought it might make him sound mysterious or something. Or maybe he's just weird. Yeah, that's probably it. He's weird. I can't help but smile a little. The language of love, huh? Why not? This is what passes for romance in my life. I'll take it. My eyelids grow heavier, and the thoughts start to blur along with the sound of Amelia's heels. She's finally heading to work. I exhale slowly, already half asleep. It's routine at this point. She leaves when I come back. I leave when she comes back. That's just how it is. Except this time, she stops. Right outside my door. What does she want? I don't open my eyes, but I feel it. Like she's standing there, thinking about knocking. I don't call out. I'm too tired, so I just wait. And a few seconds later, the footsteps start again, and the sound fades. Amelia is gone. French, ramen, tattoos, helmet, biker boy, love. Ooh, end of shift 1! Click to continue. Okay. I think I can do a bit of shift 2. We'll see how that takes. I know shift 2 is much, much longer compared to shift 1. So let me just save here first. Hold on. Let me save so we just made it to shift 2. You hear a slow drip. Then another. And another. Something cold and red is running down the walls of your memory. October 2009. Flashback? Oh! It was actually bright. We have some color. The cafe is half empty, just the way we like it. Too late for the lunch crowd. Too early for the dinner rush. Soft golden light spills across the tiled floors, catching in the steam curling up from the coffee cups. Conversations drift from nearby tables. Laughter, clinking spoons, students arguing over a mathematical formula. A couple leans in close by the window. A toddler squeals somewhere in the back. Just the kind of place where time doesn't feel so heavy. Where things are warm, bright, and real. Oh! Hi, who are you? Oh, that's Amelia! Okay. Amelia sits across from me, legs crossed, phone face down, perfect nail polish and red hair that looks like it belongs in a fashion ad. She scrolls through the drink menu like it personally offended her. Why do cafes always name things like this? God, look at these names. Naked Sunset, Choke Me Gently. Ah, that's very quirky. Are we ordering drinks or writing erotica? I raise an eyebrow, skimming at the menu. There's one called Sinner's Milk. What even is that? I think I kinda know, but whatever it is, it's probably disgusting. I laugh. Wait, if they have these kind of erotic type sounding names, earlier they said there was a toddler in the background. Hello? You totally order it though. Please, Angel. I have standards. I'm more of a heartbreak martini girl. Something bitter with a tiny umbrella. She winks at me before a waitress swings by, notepad at the ready. What can I get you today, ladies? We greet her in turn, and dive straight into a little piece of cardboard in the brand's colors. After insistent hesitations that nearly scared the waitress away, Amelia finally settles on the most basic thing a girl like her could order: a cold coffee. She raised a brow at me like, your move. The menu's long for a small cafe. Everything feels too sweet or too much. I hesitate. Amelia waits, her lips already half curved, ready for whatever I say. Ooh, let's save. I'll probably get something sweet. Ooh, blueberry milkshake, hot chocolate, something else. Let's get the blueberry milkshake. Blueberry though, as a milkshake? I guess they have fruit milkshakes with like strawberry banana or banana. I was thinking like a smoothie, but okay. I can handle a milkshake. I'll take a blueberry milkshake, please, I say, handing the menu back with a small smile. The waitress nods and smiles back at me. Good choice. I make sure it's extra thick, she says, scribbling it down before stepping away. Thank you for that. I wonder if she's contractually obligated to say something like that. As soon as she's out of earshot, I feel Amelia's eyes on me. I turn my head just enough to catch her smirking under her hands. Blueberry milkshake, she says, savoring the words like she's tasting the milkshake itself. Cute and sweet. I raise a brow. Is that a problem? No. I love the little sneer she has on her face when she does this expression. It feels like she's actually disgusted by something. It's just such a textured drink. Whipped cream, syrup, the whole mouthful fantasy. Weird guys hear milkshake and immediately picture a porno. I let out a laugh. It makes no sense, but Amelia was never a person who took everything seriously. That says more about them than it does about me. She leans in slightly, her blue eyes glinting with an unhealthy gleam. Maybe, or maybe, you like knowing that. What the hell is she talking about? The soft exterior, but secretly, you love getting dirty. Out in the cafe, we're talking about this? I take a beat, keeping my voice steady. It's just a milkshake, Amelia. She winks at me. Yes, it is. We settle back in the silence for a second, the world blurring around us. So, how was it? I snort. Honestly, not as terrible as it sounds. That's a first. I mean, whatever. It's minimum wage, but night shift pays extra, so kinda worth it. I need the money. She leans back and stretches like she owns the place. Any hot co-workers? Okay, so she's not related to Lane. I knew she was going to ask something like that. I stare at her. Why is that your first question? Because I'm bored and need to live through you. Now answer. Well, there is a coworker, I admit. She raises an eyebrow, her long nails tapping her skin as if to say, tell me more. Go on. I pause. He's kind of useless, honestly. He's extremely useless, doesn't do his damn job. She leans on the counter, talks and just leans on the counter, talks and flirts with the customers, then disappears when it's time to clean anything. She groans immediately. Ugh, I hate men like that. I laugh. I figure you would. No, like, seriously. I have 5 of them at my job. Always standing around like it's their God-given right to never sweep. But the moment a girl takes a break, suddenly it's a problem. Like, shut the fuck up, Lawson. You literally spent 20 minutes talking about your protein powder. I laugh louder. Lawson. Boring. There's something magnetic about Amelia when she's like this. Something a little terrifying, but honest in a way most people aren't. Amelia, oh my god. I hate them, she says, dead serious now. I hate how society lets them just exist, be average as hell, and still get praised for breathing. Oh, she's a real man hater. And I love her for that. Girl, you go ahead. Hate all you want. Say not all guys are like that. Agree with her. How would that affect my route with Biker Boy? Agree with her? Yeah, they're all horrible people. I kind of want to hear her still rant about guys. It's kind of interesting. Her voice is smooth, almost bored as she says it. I swear, I should have stayed in love with fictional men. Wait, I love Amelia even more. Yes, yes. Fictional men over real men all day, every day, 24/7. At least they don't breathe. I laughed so hard, I almost choked on my own saliva. You're not wrong. Amelia tilts her head toward the light, adjusting her lip gloss in her pocket mirror with a little cat on the back. Like seriously, I continue. It's like lottery. Sometimes you win, but mostly you end up with a broken heart. That gets her attention. Her head turns slowly, and when she looks at me, there's a glint in her eyes. You're learning. Took you long enough. I roll my eyes. I learn from the best. I wink. She laughs, and she puts her mirror back in her little leopard print purse. Yeah, women are better. Ooh? Always have been. Is there a chance there's a route where I get with Amelia? That would be interesting. I nod, half smiling. You should date one then. The words hang in the air. She looks at me 1 second too long, then smiles. I should, she murmurs. Bro, ain't no way me suggesting she start dating women is how she gets a crush on me? We are smarter, better hair. We communicate. We smell nice, I add. She raises a brow. Speak for yourself, Angel. I feel my cheeks warm as I tuck a strand of hair behind my ear, pretending to be very interested in whatever's outside the window. Just saying, if I ever stop pretending men are worth the effort, it's over for the girls. To be fair, I mutter. My coworker is not the worst. Like, he'll be annoying, but in that dumb way where you almost laugh even though you're mad. Sometimes, I can't tell if I want to strangle him or not. That sounds familiar. Ugh, she says quietly. Boys. She hears me chuckle, and her voice softens right away. You seem good there, like it suits you. Yeah, I admit. I kind of like it. Good. Enjoy it while you can. Night shifts do something to your brain eventually. We keep talking. About nothing. About everything. Her voice is full of life. Her eyes are clear. There's a rhythm to her. Like a song you've played 100 times but still can't help dancing to. It was easy with Amelia. It always was. Until it wasn't. But that part hadn't happened yet. So, are we not good friends anymore? There was the scene when Amelia hesitated outside her apartment and wanted to knock on the door. But I feel like if she did knock on the door, we wouldn't have gotten up to answer it. So I'm wondering, did we have a falling out in our relationship? Oh, it was just rain. It seemed like we were really getting along there at the cafe. So I'm kind of worried about that. Oh, phone. Okay, so it's November, about a month later. So sometime in between when we first got the job at the Mad Dog convenience store and until now, we had some kind of fight with Amelia, so we're not as tight as we used to be. The sight of my ringtone yanks me out of sleep like a punch. I groan, fumbling around the sheets until my fingers finally close around my phone. I turn off the alarm. The screen's too bright. The time even worse. 8:44 p.m. Great. Another productive day of doing absolutely nothing. But it's not my fault. I'm a night owl. And this lifestyle perfectly suits me. I stretch my bones, crackling like a 4x4 wood. and collapse back into the sweet smell of laundry on my bed. Outside, the rain taps against the glass, almost like a soundtrack for staying in bed forever. God, I'm tired. Tonight's going to be brutal. Another night shift at Mad Dog Convenience. Another night of customers who think my name tag means I owe them a smile. No choice, though. Gotta make rent somehow. I roll into my side and lazily flick through my phone, just to give my brain something small and stupid to focus on. Notifications light up the screen. 2 missed messages from... Lane? I blink at them, my thumb hovering over the screen. Is he gonna talk about the body from behind our job? He messaged me last night. Guess I didn't hear it over the TV. I skimmed the previews without opening them. Okay. That doesn't seem like a serious message. Bro is just jerking it. Wouldn't it be better to have that in front of the water? Okay. I let out a quiet snort. Classic Lane. I could reply. Or I could pretend I never saw it. Do we reply? Let's go ahead and see what he has to say. I hover my thumb over the screen a second time. Hey, gorgeous. Not that I care or anything, but you good? Bro, F off with that damn message. Oh. I type out a quick response before I can talk myself out of it. Funny. I wait a moment to see if he answers. When I'm about to give up, I get a notification. You didn't answer, so I had a very intense bonding moment with my right hand. So, in game, we've known Lane for at least a month now. I guess we can be used to those kind of conversations like this, but I'm just grossed out by this man. I get the ick from him. Are you 15? No, 24. You're not acting like it with a coworker. I wasn't gonna come on time today, but you just gave me a reason to. Let's go on a date, babe. What the? A date? I wait a few more minutes, but he doesn't answer. I smile, despite myself, and toss the phone aside. That's the thing about him. He's not a good guy, but not a bad one either. He just sort of shows up. Sometimes with a flirty joke, sometimes with a lie. The worst is when he combines both. But I have to admit, on nights like this, when the sky is turning the color of bruises and the rain is pouring down, it feels kind of nice to know someone's out there waiting for you. Even if it's just Lane. I finally sit up, letting the cool air wrap around me as the rain drums against the window. The floor is cold enough to make me hiss. The apartment is freezing, probably because I haven't figured out how to work the ancient heater. But it's fine. I like the cold. My fingers get caught in my hair as I rub my face to wake me up, a tangled mess that perfectly mirrors my mood. I grab my hoodie from the floor and tug it on. Maybe I should get moving. Shift starts soon. Okay, tidy up bed or leave a room. I guess we can clean our bed a bit. You tug the covers up half-heartedly. The bed looks no cleaner, but at least you tried. What was the point? Okay. We still have the water too. Oh shit. There's our window. Ooh, there's a lot of things. Hold on. Can I look through the window? Look at the buildings. It's high, too high maybe. Oh, okay. So I'm glad I'm exploring a bit. So we live on the 15th floor, so we're pretty high up. Not because you wanted to view, but because it was the only place you could afford. If you had money, you'd probably be somewhere lower. The city looks like a mess of flickering lights and forgotten corners from up here. The kind of view that makes everything and everyone feel far away. You say you don't mind the height, but I wonder if that's true. Okay. Look at the buildings, go back. Look at the sky. The clouds are heavy. purple-gray and cracked open by flashes of lightning in the distance. You should be careful out there. Will do. Set out the water. A bottle of water rests neatly on the table, label facing forward like it's been placed with care. But you don't even remember taking it out of your purse last night. Okay. Strange how it was in front of our apartment and now it's on our bedside table. Alright, I'm gonna take a juice break real quick. Okay, enter room. Go to living room. So that's our bedroom. So that's the front door. Gotcha. There's the people. Oh! So that's where Amelia lives, across from us. Then there, Mr. Garrison. The door looks the same, but something behind it changed. Mr. Garrison lives here. He once knocked on your door, asked if you had any butter. He kindly told you he was baking a vanilla cake. A very nice gesture, I suppose. I think he just wanted to talk to you. Okay, so we can't look out the peephole. So let's go back. Go to living room. Can I turn the floor? Some forgotten clothes. Go to the kitchen. It's a television. Let's click on everything. They were a gift to yourself when you got the job. Something new for a fresh start. But the right occasion never came. They've hung there ever since, untouched. Okay. Forgotten clothes. TV. Oh no, I'm going to go click the TV. You flip on the TV. Static buzzes loud for a second before a weather warning cuts in. This is an emergency weather alert from the National Weather Service. Severe thunderstorms are expected to hit the area tonight. Strong winds, hail, and dangerous lightning are forecasted. Residents are urged to remain indoors and avoid unnecessary travel. Keep away from windows and doors. Do not use electronics unless absolutely necessary. Power outages are likely. If a power outage happens at work, I'm going to lose it. Okay, kitchen. Anything here? Or a name tag. Oh, I didn't do the dishes, right? The sink overflowing with dirty dishes. You lost track of how many days it's been like this. It's a constant reminder that you really should clean up, but not today. Maybe tomorrow. It was supposed to be work for the tomorrow person. Okay, I guess not. Oh, okay. Interesting. We have some items. Unused chopsticks, fortune cookie, crumbled receipt, matchsticks in a box. We have a knife. So we have something to defend ourselves, I guess. That's kind of suspicious. From that sushi place you used to go to after work. You always said you'd go back, but you never did. Oh, dear God. What did that scare me? Mad dogs bark at night. Are you listening? I guess not. From your first shift at Mad Dog Convenience. Lane wrote his number and his address on the back, like you'd ever use them. You didn't throw it away, though. But you don't remember putting this here. In fact, you're pretty sure it wasn't there the last time you checked this drawer. How many things are in this house that we don't even remember putting there? How many people have come into our apartment? You used to light candles before going to bed. You said it felt safer. You haven't lit one in weeks. You kept the box, though. Just in case, I guess. This drawer has always been its home. Okay. Clothes. What's this? Mad Dog said they need someone at night shifts. Told them you're reliable. Here's the number. Asked for RJ. Oh, okay. So someone recommended the job for us. Okay. Your name tag sits on the counter, right where you always leave it. Somehow, after just a month on the job, the name tag already looks like it survived a war zone. The plastic scratched, the clip's bent, and you're starting to wonder if it's a warning sign. You grab it and shove it in your pocket. Can't show up to work without your tiny plastic badge of honor. What the fuck was that? I'm sorry. No, don't go. Was that the sound of me picking up my badge? Can I look at the peephole? I thought I heard something. I guess not. My room's still the same. Oh, so something did fall. Looks like some things fell in your room. Amongst the scattered objects, you spot an umbrella, partially covered by some books and other things. It's a bit of a mess, but nothing too unusual. I guess we have an umbrella now? How? Nothing outside that's unusual. How do I leave? That's the front door, right? Do I need to do something else? We went to the kitchen. We did the TV. We turned to the front door. That's our room. Am I missing something? I might be. Don't let anything jump scare me, please. Hold on, let me check. Living room? We did that. I don't like how this kind of obscure on the side. We did the TV. We did that. Nothing here. Kitchen? We got our name tag. Is there nothing else? We didn't want to do the dishes. We already opened this. We got the note. Can I not leave? Okay. Not the kitchen. Front door. Can I not leave? Hold on. I might be stuck, chat. We got the umbrella, right? Oh, I had to grab it again. Okay. It's a simple, reliable thing. Just what you need to say during the downpour. I think now I can leave. Or not? Can I not leave? Okay, so that doesn't show up anymore. I already grabbed it. Anything else with the bottle? No? With the bed. Let's click on everything, just to be sure. You checked out the window. Yeah. No hidden faces, right? We looked at the sky. Very careful. Huh. Okay, let's go back inside. You can look at the peephole, but I can't actually leave. That's the front door. Living room. Let's click again. We already did that. And we did the warning for the weather, right? Okay, so I had to click on it again. But you got a shift and the storms don't pay the bill. She will go anyway. Okay. So there are some things you have to click more than once. Is there anything else I'm missing? Yeah, we have to go to work. Okay. Ready to do the clothing. Is there anything hidden? No. Okay. Go back to the kitchen. We already did the note. We're not doing the dishes. We already clicked on everything. Do I gotta click on stuff again? Give me a sec, chat. Okay, we got that. The receipt. Weird that's here, yep. Matchbox. And that's always been its home. We got everything. I might be stuck? Because that just goes to the living room. Oh! The bathroom! There's another section here. I didn't even notice that. Okay. So there is another section. You open the cabinet. A sour mix of mildew and cheap aerosol hits you in the face. A crusty tub of toothpaste slumps next to the cracked comb. Nothing in here feels particularly clean or useful. Gotcha. The mirror. Your eyes meet your own. You meet your own eyes in the mirror. You smell it yourself. It feels like trying to warm your hands on a dead flame. And then step into the shower. Okay. You step into the shower and close the glass door behind you. The water takes a moment to warm up, rattling through the old pipes like bones shaking. When it hits, it's almost too hot. You let it scorch your skin anyway. You stand there for a long time, watching steam curl up the cracked tiles. Somewhere under the noise, your thoughts start to melt into nothing. You finish showering and put on your work clothes. You really needed a shower. Okay, so I know that for the future, there is a bathroom on the side. I didn't click on it. Okay, so, dried out lipstick. I used to wear this before work. Back when you thought appearances mattered behind a convenience store counter. Okay, so that should be everything now. There we go, now we can go. I had to take a shower. I had to be a clean person. I think I can go now. Let's continue the story and go to work. I think we're good. 9:24 p.m. Okay, I'm not late yet, but close enough that my heart's already doing that little annoying little panic flutter. I slip on my sneakers by the door. My hoodie already zipped up. My work shirt is wrinkled, but it'll pass. Getting dressed at home is just easier. One less thing to deal with under the buzz of the stockroom light. I mean, we don't even have a break room. The guys just change and leave. No questions. For me, it's a balancing act. Don't look too done up or too sloppy. It's like they're all waiting for me to mess up. Okay, we could finally get going to work. Don't know if we're gonna meet that guy again. The sky outside is already tinted with that dull indigo gray. Not quite night, but getting there. And the rain, still going strong. Ooh, we made it. Oh no, we're actually leaving. We haven't made it yet. I grab the umbrella on the way out. It clicks open with a tired sigh, as if it's sick of this weather too. Well, at least I'm dry. A small victory, but still a victory. It's not even midnight yet, but it feels later. It cuts through a cracked parking lot near Mad Dog Convenience, stepping over the flattened remains of what used to be a soda can. Or maybe a rat. Hard to tell around here. The front neon sign buzzes over my head, trying its best to flicker out one letter at a time. Right now it says, Ma Dog. The only good news is that no customer seems to be in front of the store. This rain will probably mean less work for me. I nudge the employees only door with my shoulder, hoping it'll open without one of its usual tantrums. Oh, that's wonderful. Fuck you at our employee only's door. The door has probably welcomed more wet hobos than actual staff. Thanks to Ronnie's genius idea about having one physical key and zero budget for a card system. He claims it saves money. I get the key for the week. Lane gets it next, and so on. And this week, the sacred key belongs to Lane, so I have to be hopeful that Lane actually came to work to open the door for me. Which means I'm at the mercy of his punctuality. Hoping his charming, passive-aggressive ass shows up on time, so I don't end up soaked in an alleyway rainwater waiting like a stray dog. I push harder, fully prepared to be there in the rain and wait for him. And again, into my utter disbelief, the door just opens. Lane's on time. Miracles do happen. Oh, I didn't like that sound. The rain pounds against my umbrella as I step inside. I shake it out by the door, watching the water splatter across the cracked sidewalk before letting it drip quietly by the trash bin. The smell of the air changes drastically, burnt and cheap lemon floor cleaner. I can already see Ronnie Joe's usual post-it note glaring at me from the counter. I sigh through my nose, brush past the chip display, and toss my bag somewhere out of sight. Lane's already behind the cash register. Hey, buddy, you're actually doing your job for once? With his nonchalant air, he's leaning back on Ronnie Joe's busted stool, a can of Red Bull on the counter. It's like he's pretending to scan something, probably to look like he's been working hard all along. Sure, that's how you scan something. Even the barcode is facing the wrong way. But I have to admit, it's kind of weird not seeing Lane glued to his phone for once. He glances up at me and smirks. Aw, man. Umbrella? Gotta say, I was low-key hoping you'd show up soaked to the bone. Yeah, why is that, Lane? His eyes flick down. You know. I'm already tired of this. Disappointed? Very. He grins wider, like I just confirmed his fantasy. I was ready to hand you a towel and pretend I was being helpful. In general, people just say hi when someone walks into a room. Hi. You're exhausting, seriously. You know what? This storm sucks. No signal, no internet. Oh, no wonder he's not on his phone, there's just no internet. I've actually been staring at the same wall for like 10 minutes. I blink at the clock, then at him. Well, you took the worst day to finally be on time, I say, raising an eyebrow. Lane picks up the half-empty Red Bull and takes a slow sip, then sets it down with a quiet clink. He shrugs, as if showing up on time isn't the most shocking thing he's done all week. Storm must have messed with my sense of time, he answers. Or maybe it had a good reason to show up today. I laugh, try not to smile too wide. Of course, he had to make it sound like that. Yeah, by the way, I never heard back about that date you talked about. He doesn't answer, just absentmindedly plays with his nose piercing. This is it. This is what exactly? I show up, I'm on time, I'm standing in front of you. That's like 3 miracles already. What else were you expecting? I raise a brow. You seriously thought I'll be all excited just because you showed up? Lane grins. Yeah. I narrow my eyes. A beat passes, and I still have no words. Eventually, he runs a hand through his hair, like it's suddenly hot in there. Shit. You were really expecting something. It's not a question, it's just realization. He laughs, not mockingly, but like he's genuinely surprised. Just like I just hit him with the most unrealistic expectation in the world. That's crazy. I mean, you know me, he points to himself, half smirking, half defensive. I'm not one of those whipped nice guys who sets up a picnic or whatever. That's not me. I cross my arms, unimpressed. I should have seen that one coming. Yeah, I know what kind of guy you are, Lane. He lets out a casual, and leans against the counter. The way he always does when he's pretending to be chill, but secretly thinking too hard. Look, most girls are just happy to hang out with me. I am not most girls. I am your coworker, sir. You need to work harder if you want to date me. I didn't know how to prep a PowerPoint presentation or something. Wow. Truly, what more could a girl ask for? He nods. Exactly. You're welcome. Besides, I hate to see you fall in love with some fake version of me who gives a shit about calling girls m'lady unironically. Please, Lane. I'll never fall in love with you. Oh yeah? He tilts his head. That's funny, cause I think I'm crazy in love with you. Bro, I hope you're joking at this point. I blink. What? What? Huh? Huh? A smug little chuckle escapes him. Kidding, my lady. You think I ever say that with a straight face? I click my tongue. You know what? I wish you didn't show up. He glances toward the back of the store, then back at me with that look. All right. You want a date? I got you, babe. He starts walking backwards, throwing a thumb over his shoulder. The stockroom's all ours. Bro, if you say make out. The stockroom, I repeat. He pushes the door open with his shoe, and gestures me in like he's opening a limo door. Yep. What? Bro, hold on. What is he trying here? Better that even the biker would have done better? Ooh, yeah. I let the silence hang for a second too long, just to piss him off. I feel like even the bike from yesterday would have planned something better than this. Lane whips his head toward me, like I just said the dumbest sentence ever uttered in the English language. Oh yeah? Maybe you should have let him take you out then. Let Loverboy rev up his little engine and romance you with nothing but silence. I laugh. You're awfully bothered by someone who doesn't care about everything, I say, wiggling my fingers in the air. I don't. Just funny how girls melt when a guy says nothing and stares at them while only nodding his head. I smirk. You sure are thinking a lot about him. He arches a brow, the silver piercing catching the light. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not just compare me to your 2 meters bitch boy? Goddamn, okay, Lane. Definitely a bit jealous and really does think about the situation. Biker boy quite literally saved me from an aggressive customer while you were out back doing nothing, probably on your phone, right? That actually makes me let out an ungraceful snort. Okay, relax. I didn't say I liked him more. Better not. I mean, look at me. Funny, handsome, great stamina. What more could a girl want? Wait, are you jealous? He clicks his tongue and flashes that crooked, cocky grin that always makes me want to smack him just a little. You wish. But I can see it anyway. He's so obviously bothered, it's almost cute. I let that sit for a second before speaking again. Lane. I will probably never see him again. It was one night. The city's big. Lane's blue eyes flicked down to my mouth just for a second. He will definitely come back because he's into you, which is, honestly, not shocking. I frown. What are you even talking about? I'm a guy. I squint at him, waiting for more. So? So I know when another guy wants to fuck a girl. Oh, okay. I blink twice. My mouth's kind of open, but I've got no words. Like, what the hell am I supposed to say to that? I look at him, actually speechless for a second, as an awkward silence stretches between us. So I say the first dumb thing that pops into my head. You just said I'm pretty. I did. You said it's not surprising that he's into me, I point out. That implies... I'm saying he cuts me off. If I had your face and ass, I'd never pay for anything again, ever. Bro, okay. So he's quite outright saying I have a nice ass and face. Thank you for the compliment, but it's kind of creepy coming from you. I roll my eyes. Of course. Come on, babe. Lane pushes the stockroom door again and holds it for me. Let me disappoint you properly. Bro really wants to make out in the back stockroom? And I go, smiling a little, just to see what the hell we're gonna do there. I'm sorry. Not exactly romantic, but having your first date in your workplace stockroom just weirdly fits. The place is dead anyway, so why not? We actually went back here with this man? The floor is stained, and the air smells like the place left in the dark too long. I sigh and step in. Alien is already sitting on a stack of flattened boxes on the floor, like it's the peak of luxury. He flashes me a grin the second he sees me. Not bad, huh? He says, gesturing like the proud host of some 4-star restaurant. Except it's this. I blink at the so-called setup. Only 2 stacks of flattened boxes as chairs, and nothing that even tries to be a table. He raises his pierced eyebrow, watching my reaction. Oh, you're right. He ducks behind a shelf, pulls out a crushed up cardboard box, flips it over, and sets it in front of him like it's a fine piece of furniture. There. Better. We are behind a dumpster, I tell him. Romantic, right? I could have taken you to that sushi place downtown, but honestly, nothing beats ambiance like this. I squint at him, still standing in the middle of the stockroom. Is sitting even the right move here? This is your idea of impressing someone. You said I'm trying to impress you. He pauses. I mean, I am. But like, not in a traditional way. A small smile pulls at my lips despite myself. Ridiculous or not, I sit down anyway. We're actually in a cardboard date in the stockroom with this bastard, okay. The floor is cold under my legs, even through my jeans. A bit sticky too, like someone spilled soda 2 nights ago and forgot to mop it up. Probably did. Ew. Lane sits across from me with his back against the middle shelf, one leg stretched out and the other bent so he can rest an arm on his knee. He opens one of the delivery boxes next to him. He's definitely not supposed to touch, and casually grabs 2 energy drinks and a pack of cake donuts. He hands me a can. I take it and raise it like a toast. To whatever this is. He grins, tapping his can lightly against mine. To excellent company. He opens his energy drink and takes a sip. I'm amazed this man's heart hasn't exploded yet. We live glamorous lives, he says, waving his can like a champagne flute. No customers, no work, no responsibilities. And I've got you. I roll my eyes, exchanging my can for a donut. You don't even work. I'm the one mopping floors and wiping the shelves. He winks. What can I say? I believe in traditional values. I shoot him a look, biting into my donut. Meanwhile, you're doing nothing to keep this place running. Okay, true. I'm not mopping. But I'm definitely making sure that staff stays energized. You know, other kind of energy. He leans forward to prop his elbows on the box between us. You're gross. I'm flattered. I sigh. Mouth still half full of strawberry donut. Lane's eyes lock on me, like he's imagining me without this stupid donut in my mouth. What? You good? Oh my god, you ever played Truth or Dare? I swallow. Yeah? In like middle school? Perfect. That's about where my maturity peaked. That's not something you should say about yourself, but alright, buddy, that's good to know. I can tell. He laughs, wiping his mouth with his sleeve. Come on, let's play. What? Seriously. He leans back against the shelf again and stretches. Yeah, seriously. Why? You're scared? I let out a quick laugh. Scared implies you have that kind of effect on me. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, I say, as I open my can. Yeah. You're just afraid I'll dare you to confess your undying love for me. No. I'm more afraid you'll dare me to give you a French kiss and pretend it's for the game. He runs his tongue around his lips with an exaggerated slur. God, I don't know how we can stand being in the same room as this man, especially being so up close with him. I would have not gotten to the storeroom with this man. We'd be doing the French a favor. But no. I'll keep it classy. Promise. I hesitate, biting the inside of my cheek. The idea isn't that terrible. If I'm honest, it's nice being there. Just the 2 of us, instead of gross stockroom. And maybe, I do want to know more about him. The stupid game is a good excuse. Fine, I finally say. But if you make it weird, I stop playing. He smiles. Define weird. Lane. Okay, I'll stop. He holds up both hands like I just pulled a gun on him. I shake my head, smiling despite myself. Alright, who goes first? He grabs his empty energy drink can and sets it in the middle of the box between us, then gives it a spin. It turns and turns, scraping lightly against the cardboard with each wobble, until it finally slows and lands right on him. Oh, you weren't expecting that one, were you, buddy? Huh? He frowns at it, clearly offended. Well, you know what they say. He reaches out and rotates the can so it points at me instead. Oh, that's not how this works. Ladies first. Coward, I mutter. Coward, please. I was just raised right. Okay. Sure. Truth or dare, Lottie? Ooh, we can only do truth. I chew my lip. Truth. Coward. Shut up. He leans forward, playing nervously with the empty can with one hand. Weird. I don't think I've ever seen him nervous before. What's something you actually like about me? Is that a blush I see on your face, sir? I laugh. Pass. No passes allowed, he grins. You agreed to the rules. Like or tolerate? Come on. I consider it for a second. What do I like about him? I guess we can compliment him just a little. I take a second to think. Not because there's so much to pick from. It's more like sorting through the chaos of Lane's personality to find one thing that doesn't make me roll my eyes. Okay, I finally say, leaning back a bit. Your sense of humor. He looks stunned for a second. Like he expected me to say nothing, or when you're not here. When it's not gross, I added flatly. He puts a hand to his chest, like I just stabbed him. Ouch. You had me the first half, not gonna lie. He leans back. Holy shit. See? You can actually say stuff like that to me. I knew you loved me. Okay, we're kind of jumping ahead of ourselves here, Lane. I tolerate your existence and presence at this point. I do not mind being in the stockroom with you for now, in short periods of time. Obviously. Only your normal sense of humor, I clarify, lifting a finger before taking another sip of my drink. Right. I forgot you're a woman. Okay. I was tolerating you, but now I'm going back to hating you. That's why the good jokes fly over your head. Bro. I lower my drink slowly and just stare at him. Did you seriously just say that to me? God, you're so... What is with this man? Beginning, I'm hating him. And this here, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get to know him a little bit better. He's annoying, but he's not bad. And then he says something like that bullshit. I throw his empty can at his face. He dodges it, laughing at me like the idiot he is. Jeez, Lane. What? I'm sure you liked it. I hated every word of it. Lane smiles. Now you're telling lies. I'm calling the manager. Go ahead, I say. Ronnie Joe will hang up the second he hears your voice. True. But still, I feel like he'd be proud of me. A sigh escapes between my lips, and Lane stretches his legs out in front of him. That insufferable smirk of his softens just for a moment. Thanks, he says. And for once, it's with only sincerity. You know, for real. That was a nice one. You were literally fishing for compliments, I remind him. And I caught a big one, he points to himself with a smirk. Careful with the compliments next time. I might blush. I shake my head, but something in me feels warm. Like maybe, I don't mind being here as much as I thought I did. Alright, princess. He leans back against the shelf. Your turn. I have no idea what I'm going to ask, but I guess I'll figure it out. Alright, so Truth or dare, Lane? He bites his lips. Wow, you want blood, he says. I can feel it. Maybe. He rubs his chin, pretending to weigh his options. Truth. After all that crap he gave me for choosing truth. And I'm the coward? It's just strategic, he corrects, tapping his temple. Gotta feel you out before I commit to dares. Besides, I want to spill my secrets. So you can fall even more in love with me. I roll my eyes so hard, I nearly see the inside of my skull. Fine. Truth. I pause. I've got a million dumb questions I could throw at him. But there's one I've always been curious about. Alright, be honest. Oh no. Have you ever been in love? His eyes widen slightly, and his smirk drops faster than I expect. He looks away, suddenly way more interested in the crumpled cake wrapper on the cardboard box. Straight for the jugular, huh? You said truth, I shrug. He laughs under his breath. Yeah, I did. He rests his head on the shelf and takes a long, deep breath before answering. As if it's easier to talk about it if he pretends it doesn't matter. She was older than me. Oh? I straighten up without meaning to. Suddenly, I'm all ears. I am too. Come on, spill your secrets. What happens? I hope you'll be invested in our own love story. Lane. Right. So, back in high school, I fell in love with that girl. You know the type. All ripped jeans, chipped black nail polish, and piercings everywhere. He smiles as he says it. She also had, like, massive tits. He adds casually. Thank you for that, okay? Definitely needed to hear that. I groan and cover my face with both hands. Oh my god. And always wore those shirts with no bra. Not that I'm complaining. I peek at him through my fingers. He gives me a cocky side glance. I roll my eyes, but I don't stop him. I want to hear the rest. 16 years old me couldn't stand a chance. So obviously, I did what any lovesick idiot would do. I pierced the hell out of my face. My mouth drops. That's why he has piercings? To impress a big titty girl at his school? You're joking. Lane, doing something that dumb for a girl. That does not line up with the guy sitting in front of me. Nope. See this one? He points at his eyebrow piercing. It's the first one I got. I did it with a safety pin and lighter. Oh, ow, that sounds like that hurts. That must have hurt. He lets out a dry laugh. Nah, it always heals. So yeah, I was just some dumb kid trying way too hard to impress her. I thought maybe, if I looked enough like the guy she liked, she'd stop looking over my shoulder at every walking erection that passed by. He flicks his earring like it's still new and sore. But no. Turns out, trying that hard just makes you look pathetic. He pauses for a second, like the words taste bad. That was her cute boy phase, or whatever the hell she called it. Then one day, she just ghosted me. And later, she posted a pic of herself with some fuckboy named Brad. Ooh, someone's still very hurt about this. Like, Brad? Seriously? That's who she picked over me. He shakes his head, still offended by the audacity of it. After that, she sent me one last message. I finally getting dick down right, she said. Oh yeah, that definitely hurts. I wince. Ouch. Yeah. I think that's when he snaps his finger. You know. Fuck it. Love's a joke. Women like assholes, so I'll be one. I won't fall for it again. I open my mouth, but nothing comes out at first. Wait, is he telling the truth? Now I'm thinking, is this man really telling me something about his past, or is this all a lie? I'll be so pissed if this is a lie. What am I supposed to answer? So I glance at him, at the nose ring he can't stop playing with, at those blue eyes, The kind people write poems about. And there's nothing soft left in him. It's Lane, after all. Do I want to comfort him? I feel like he's... Now there's a chance that he might be lying. I don't know why, but everything I've seen from him so far, it kind of makes sense, but also, is he lying? We'll comfort him, and it might be my undoing. Well, I start, leaning back slightly. The piercing suits you now. His eyes snap towards me. What? I give a little shrug. Just saying. You looked weird without them. Oh my god, he exhales, dragging a hand down his face. Don't do that. Do what? Say stuff that makes me think you're falling for me, he mumbles through his palm. I laugh in relief. Relax. I said the piercings, not the rest of you. Lane gasped, offended, placing the hand who covered him on his heart. Wow, mean. But he leans in at the same moment, an evil smirk plastered on his face. But you know... Oh, stop it! You haven't seen all of my piercings. I blink. Excuse me? He reclines against the shelf again. Some of them are in sensitive places. Great. Thank you for the mental image. Did you say you're like 16 when you got them? All for that girl? I can only imagine how bad you must have been in bed. That actually makes him choke a little. Hey, okay. First of all, you weren't there. Thank God. I was young. I was figuring it out. I smirk. All I'm saying is, if I was going to get pierced down there, I'd at least make sure I knew how to use it. Wow. Then he burst out laughing. Shit. Guess that's why you're my favorite. I lift a shoulder. You started it. A small moment passes. I finish my drink while Lane still looks at me. Not just looking, like he's examining every inch of my face, trying to figure something out. But I don't know what. Maybe, he suddenly says, dragging out the word. I need a second chance to prove my younger self wrong. Gross. Do you just flirt with me and admit you were bad in bed in the same sentence? Depends. Is this working? Not even a little. He grins. Liar. I roll my eyes, biting back a smile. I'm not seeing just Lane everyone else sees now. I'm seeing the guy underneath, the one who still remembers the way it felt to be made small. And now, I wonder what he'd be like if he ever let someone see that version of him. So, does that mean you've never fallen in love since then? I even surprised myself with this question. And Lane doesn't say anything else right away. Ibayuko, hello, welcome. It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well. He stares at the cardboard box between us, then up at me. But instead of answering, he tosses me a smirk. Hey, I already answered your truth question. I raise an eyebrow. Gotta keep some mystery, don't I? Are we gonna do any dares? I smile back at him, but his eyes linger on me longer than they should. Like he wants to say more, but doesn't know how. Or maybe he's scared of what he said if he tried. He finally leans back and smacks the cardboard table. Alright, my turn. Bro, hold on, let me save actually. What time is it? I might have to end stream. I have things to do later today. Let me see how I'll go for about 8 more minutes. Alright, my turn. Truth or dare, Lottie? I sigh. At least until maybe the scene ends. Truth. Lane immediately groans. Again? Boring. He says an exaggerated, bratty voice, like he's imitating someone. It's not. I've been busy writing exams up until now. Ooh, writing? Ooh. Hopefully those are going great for you. It's been forever since I did a written exam. You just have to ask something interesting. Okay, let me think. He tilts his head like he's running through a list of questions, most of them probably inappropriate. What he says next isn't all what I expected. What's your biggest fear? Oh. I laugh. You mean like spiders? Or ghosts? No, I mean like real shit. The thing that messes with your head. I pause. I don't exactly have something that I fear, but I don't know. Maybe I could just lie. I say something normal, like needles or whatever. But my answer slips out before I can filter it. The red. Oh. Lane blinks. Huh? Great. Now he probably thinks I'm crazy. I laugh awkwardly. I mean... You mean the color? I nod, and he sits up a little straighter. I don't know why. I know it's dumb, but it's been there since I started working here. Please don't think I'm crazy, Lane. That's funny as hell. I tell him my fear and he calls it funny. Oh, fun time, hello. I've been watching live on TV while I clean my room, so that's why I didn't say anything. You're perfectly fine. Thank you for stopping by either way. I sigh. Don't be a dick. I'm not being a dick. Just saying, if someone's sunburned, do you look away? Or do you scream? I let out a groan and rub my face. You're such an idiot. He gives me a sheepish look. Hey, I'm trying to understand. You're failing. So what? Like any red? Bright, dark, blood red? That one especially, I say. But honestly, yeah. It's not that I'm scared, it's just, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like I can't breathe when there's too much of it. He watches me for a second longer. His mouth opens like he's going to make another joke, but then he stops himself. Then, he just lifts his shoulder like it's a big deal. I mean, that's even the weirdest fear I've heard. One guy who worked there had a phobia of peaches. I had to restock the fruit section for him because he couldn't even look at them. Stupid asshole. Wow. Lane being useful? Okay, but peaches don't look like there's blood everywhere. It's not that kind of weird. Depends on when you eat them. Did he just say what he just said? Yes. I laugh a little, but it fades as quickly as it came. Lane must see the shift in my face, because his next words come quieter. Does something happen? He asks. I don't answer right away. Are we gonna tell him? I want to say no, but I can't. So instead, I say the next closest thing. I don't know. He doesn't push, just nods, like he's saying he gets it even if he doesn't. Which is very strange coming from him. I guess that's how fear works. Doesn't have to make sense. But you know, for someone who hates red, you do look good when you blush. This idiot. Maybe I shouldn't talk to you anymore. Or you'll turn all red and die. There you are, I mutter. The real me, he says proudly. I look at him and smile to myself. Because even though he handled my weirder answer like it was just him being himself, he still listened. And that means more than if he said something perfect. He stretches his arm behind his head, fingers laced. All right. Final round. You get to pick truth or dare, but... I narrow my eyes. This guy's in love with Lottie? He definitely is, but he's a bit misogynistic, so I don't really like him. But what? But it's for the both of us. Ooh, explain. We both gotta answer or do it. Higher risk, higher reward, baby. I cross my arms. Not fair, but you're a brat, so alright. I am, so choose wisely. My mind starts spinning through possibilities. I shouldn't take truth. It doesn't feel like a good idea after that. But dare seems risky. considering how Lane is. Choose Dare, Lottie. Okay, let's do Dare. Let's be a bit out there. Dare. He just smiles. All right, stand up. Is he gonna kiss me? Did I just walk into that? That's what he does. My brain immediately flashes every possible bad idea he could have. Why? Because I said so, princess. With a sigh, I stand. Whatever this is probably going to be stupid. Okay, he says slowly, like he's doing it on purpose. I dare us to. Drink one of these shitty mini bottles from the back shelf. Oh, thank God. Honestly, with the way his character was, I thought he'd be like, make out with me or something like that. Something kind of sexual. But this is different. I like that. Okay. We can both probably die by drinking whatever weird drink this is. What? But he's already moving, brushing dust off his pants like he just had the best idea. Come on, baby. Hey, wait. You mean the actual alcohol we sell here? Wait, we're still at work. We're still at work, sir. We can't be drinking. You want us to steal from our own store? Lane shrugs with his usual all-cool confidence, like I just asked him to borrow a pen. You thought it would kill me? Thankfully it didn't. I don't think he's gonna kill me. Relax, he says with a wink. It's barely stealing if it's ours, right? We're workers here. We don't own any of these merchandise. He swings the stockroom door open and nods towards it like he's telling me to get moving. I didn't say yes. Without turning around, he throws a hand in the air. You're saying it with your eyes. I'm literally saying no with my mouth. He spins to face me. You're acting like I dared you to rob a bank. We haven't even started our shift yet. If Ronnie will check the stock count. Lane gives me this look, like I'm being dramatic again. Oh, see, this. Bro, I would like if he wasn't so misogynistic. Do you really think RJ cares if one little vodka bottle disappears? Yes, he definitely cares. You know, if you ever bother to read his post-it. He waves it off. Please. RJ's too busy getting divorced and pretend not to hate me. He won't even check the cameras. He will when he sees we sold nothing and one bottle's magically gone. Then we lie. Come on, babe. We barely have customers past midnight. Who's gonna question it? I give him a long stare. I am not getting fired over this. He tilts his head against the door and gives me a dumb little grin. Then say no, he points at me. Say it. Say the words. No, Lane, I refuse your dare. Why do you sound so smug? Because if you say it, I win. Bro, this is really it? Really? You want to win that badly? I'll tell you no. Ugh. And, he adds, you owe me a dare that I get to use next shift. I laugh. That's not how the game works. It is now. Sometimes, I forget I'm working with a fully grown adult. But then he does shit like this. It reminds me he's really just a teenager full of piercings. I don't move for a moment, watching him make a big show out of being an idiot. Watched too much Twitch for the past 2 years? I mainly move all my streaming stuff to YouTube because I also upload videos. I kind of want to revive my Twitch account and dual stream both on YouTube and Twitch, but I have to look into getting all that stuff situated. I have not touched my Twitch account in forever, honestly. I don't even think people remember I have a Twitch account. But I know him well enough to know what this is. This is just Lane. And I really shouldn't play along with him. Ooh, we can refuse. I still don't move an inch. No, Lane. He gasps, then points at me with his finger. She said it. She actually said it. I roll my eyes and step toward the open door, ready to leave him and his dumb plan behind. I have work to do, I add. And I don't even like alcohol. But just as I reach the doorway, he pushes it shut with one palm, then leans against the door, blocking the way with that smug look plastered all over his face. Where do you think you're going? Bro, you're not locking me back here with you. I move to push past him, but he shifts and blocks again. Lane, move. He cocks his head. You coward. Just a responsible employee, I groan, stepping forward and pressing against his arm. But it doesn't even make him move. No balls. He really is a child. He has not grown up past middle school. I'm a woman. Exactly. Bro. Don't be dramatic, he says. One sip isn't going to kill you. I shove at him again, but both hands flat on his chest this time. But again, he's deliberately blocking me with his stupid tall body. You're in my way, Lane, I growl. He glances down at my hands on his chest, then lets out a laugh. I'm in your heart, he smirks. I am not. Sure, he murmurs, raising his head and closing his eyes. Press harder. Maybe I'll let out a moan, bro. Lane, get out of my way. I'm done with you. You're so annoying. Yeah, we're shutting this man down. Hold on. Ignore him and walk out? Oh, I can do that? Or shut him down. Can I just walk out? I pause. I've heard words come out of his mouth since day one. But right now, I'm weighing whether it's even worth reacting. I just exhale through my nose and keep pushing. Lane lowers his head down and watches me for a second, still blocking the door with that shit-eating grin like he's the king of sarcasm. You done? I say, deadpan. He grins. I think he wants me to have a reaction. That's what he likes. He likes getting reactions out of me. I feel like I gotta be neutral in my tone and just kind of move forward and make it not fun for him. Not even a little giggle. I raise an eyebrow, then glance down at delivery boxes, still waiting to be stocked in the aisles. Some of us actually work during our shifts. Can you move? Aw, come on. Don't be like that. You bust your ass. I stand around. And guess what? He raises his hand, like the answer is obvious. I'm still making more than you. I'm sorry? I cross my arms. Is he technically like a manager at work? That's why he's making more than me? Bro, woman. You don't even do anything. I exist, he winks. Amelia was right, bro. Men just exist sometimes and just take all the glory and money. My jaw locks. I bite the inside of my cheek harder than I meant to. Lane isn't even trying to be cruel. He just believes it. Hey, I'm not the one who invented capitalism, he shrugs, shoving his hands in his pockets. I feel the burn crawl up my neck. I don't even have a comeback yet, and he knows it. So, since you're not getting paid right anyway, he shifts, planting his back against the door like he's daring me to move him. Oh my god. Ever see a character so annoying you just want him dead on the spot? I roll my eyes and grab the handle. I'm so done with this. Let me leave the room! Lane, let me leave the room! Move, Lane. He runs a hand down his face, pausing to rub at his pierced eyebrow like he's pretending to think real hard. Bro, I'm so done with this man. Can I just leave? I want to ignore everything he says now. Less money, more Lane. Sorry if I read too fast. I'm done with this man. I don't say anything. I can't cause he's totally not wrong. And that's what pisses me off the most. Lane finally laughs, stepping back and lifting his hands. I can leave now, please? Fine, fine. Don't look at me like that, he says. Go do your working little chores. I'm skipping that. I'm not saying that. But don't forget, next shift, ew! Can I leave? He opens the door for me, still smirking, like he's giving me permission to leave. I immediately walk past him without a glance. Don't worry. I'll keep feminism alive when you keep proving why it's needed. For once, Lane doesn't answer. And honestly, that's probably for the best. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, we can save. Okay, hold on. Let me go home. Main menu. I saved. We'll make sure. Yeah, save. We're going main menu. Okay. Bruh, Lade is so infuriating. I hate him so much. What is this character? Bro, there's actually a warning label when you start the game talking about Lade and his misogyny. I'm like, okay, I can handle it. I can sort of handle it, but my god, Lade pisses me off so much. Bro, like, I learned more about him in that scene, but my god, he ruined the whole moment towards the end. I was like, okay, he's not that bad of a guy. He has his moments. He can probably learn, but he just kept getting worse and worse. My poor biker boy, I barely got to see him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. That was Big Bad Dogs. This is only a fraction of the game. This is only shift 2. I have not completed the whole thing, so definitely try it out yourselves. I think I'd rather be with Sunny Day Jack than him. At least Jack is kind to me, makes food. Right? He just keeps getting worse and worse. Lade is horrible as hell. I do not want this man ever again. Okay. That should be it for today. As always, I have left links in my description if you guys want to try out the game yourself. I don't think I'll be able to have a stream to continue it, so I'm going to probably finish it off stream. But if you want to know what happens, definitely play the game yourself. Next stream will be Monday. We're officially starting Mathis's route in Birche Evermore. And next week is also my 12-hour birthday stream, so hopefully you guys can make it to that. I'll be very appreciative of it. We have a lot of things planned, so hopefully we all can have fun for 12 hours straight. Yes. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.